Hello, everybody, and welcome to a summertime edition of Tips from a Native New Yorker. We're actually going to talk today not about New York City, but about the Berkshire Mountains of western Massachusetts, an absolutely wonderful destination in spring, summer, and fall. And it is a very manageable car trip from the greater New York City metropolitan area. You're going to get there by taking the Taconic Parkway, which itself gives you a rather picturesque and wandering, sometimes curving drive up through the Croton Reservoir and lots of other different like towns and villages and hamlets along the way. And ultimately it will deposit you onto the southern end of the Berkshires. Think of the Berkshires as being a spine running from south to north. On the southern end of it is Great Barrington. On the northern end of it is Williamstown. And then you have many, many other towns that offer lots of different opportunities for entertainment and joy and pleasure going south to north. Uh, where do you stay when you go to the Berkshires? There are a myriad of choices. If you want to go for the big splurge in the greater Lenox area, you can go to these old historic inns, rather substantial, more like country homes like Wheatley or Blantyre. If you want to combine accommodations together with spa treatments, you can go to the Canyon Ranch. And there are many other very beautiful inns and bed and breakfasts that dot the various towns with a rather intense number of them, I should say dense number of them in Greater Lenox. When you go a little bit further north into Pittsfield, which is the commercial center of the Berkshires, you have many choices of nationally recognized chain hotels and motels and motor inns that will offer accommodations, and those will be moderately priced midweek. You pay a premium if you want to go on the weekend. What's the draw? What's the destination of the Berkshires? Well, it is probably the finest cultural summer destination of any part of the United States. It offers you music, popular, classical. It offers you dance. It offers you theater. It offers you beautiful nature and hiking. Some small hikes, some larger hikes. You can go up to the top of Mount Greylock, which can be accessed either just north of Great Barrington or in the Williamstown area. And that's actually a destination that's on the Appalachian Trail. If it's your first visit and you have a limited amount of time, the epicenter of culture is Tanglewood, which is in Lenox and is the summer home of the Boston Symphony Orchestra as well as the Boston Pops. If that is not the type of music that appeals to you, you can catch many popular concerts there throughout the summer. The summer always kicks off with a July 4th performance by James Taylor, but there are many other individual performers and groups that will visit Tanglewood throughout the course of the summer. Tanglewood can give you seating in what's called the Kusavitsky Shed, which is a rather large covered theater with open walls, but there is a roof for protection from the sun and from other elements. Or you can sit out on the shed, bring a picnic, bring lawn chairs, bring a blanket, and you can listen to the concert on a wonderful amplification system. And at the same time, there are screens that will allow you, television screens that will allow you to see what's going on inside. Obviously, on a hot summer, sunny day, you will not see the screens very easily, but it's something that is very easily visible at night. The risk with buying a lawn ticket is that the performance is rain or shine. So if you happen to buy a lawn ticket on a day when the weather is inclement, you will not have a very enjoyable time. You'll pay more for a ticket in the shed, but there is a real payoff for it. The other venue at Tanglewood is the Ozawa Theater or the Ozawa Hall, which is a smaller venue, a very beautiful venue with seats that are unassigned. You just buy a ticket to attend Ozawa Hall, but you can sit inside, or again, you can sit out on the lawn and enjoy what are usually smaller concerts by chamber music artists, students, very high-level students from the Juilliard or Tanglewood Institute, etc. When it turns to theater, there is very good summer theater in the Berkshires. You can go up to Williamstown and see the world-renowned Williamstown Theater Festival. Williamstown itself is a beautiful city, town, home of Williams College, and also home of the Clark Institute, which is an absolutely spectacular collection of Impressionist and other art, which is displayed in a beautiful glass enclosed building with spectacular views and vistas and a reflecting pool that will let you just sit out and gaze on the day as you enjoy a nice iced tea. Once you're up in Williamstown, you can go a little bit east to North Adams and go to MassMoCA, which is the Massachusetts Contemporary Arts Museum, and that will give you also a rather thorough opportunity to view contemporary art. Quite different, quite a departure from what you'll see the classics at the Clark Institute. In terms of theater, there is a wonderful theater company called the Barrington Stage, which is in actually Pittsfield, not in Great Barrington. There is other good theater in Pittsfield as well at the Berkshire Theater Group. There is world-class dancing in Becket, Massachusetts at Jacob's Pillow, and they offer performances not every day of the week, but usually as it comes and approaches the weekend, and including the weekend. It's also a very beautiful place to just walk around and enjoy the time. There is an opportunity as well for lots of other smaller venues, for theater, for summer stock, for smaller musical performances. And if you're going to Tanglewood, you might want to go to see the Stockbridge Bowl, which is a beautiful lake right in back of Tanglewood, and it gives you an opportunity for a short hike, and then you have a wonderful, very densely treed area where you can enjoy the nature, etc. Also right next to Tanglewood is a place called Frailinghausen House, which was the residence of two artists mid-century, and you can see how they lived, you can see their gallery, and you can see their collection. Go to Stockbridge, go to West Stockbridge, visit the world-class Norman Rockwell Museum, where you'll see a real slice of Americana, all of those iconic and familiar magazine covers. You can see the actual original painting that Mr. Rockwell prepared for the Saturday Evening Post and other august publications. Very enjoyable to visit the Red Lion Inn, the iconic summer mountain inn with rocking chairs on the porch, lots of activity going on, and you will feel like you are very much in the hub of things. And finally, in Lenox, I recommend you to visit Shakespeare and Company, which is also another wonderful destination, and they do more than just Shakespeare. You can see in beautiful small theaters and sometimes outdoors excellent productions, some in a classic way, some in a not so classic way. And finally, also in Lenox, you can visit the Edith Wharton estate called the Mount, where they have lovingly restored the home as it was furnished when she lived there. And actually on Friday afternoons in summer between July 4th and Labor Day from 5 to 8, you can enter the premises at no charge and enjoy a whole host of music, jazz for the most part, as you sit on the back porch or in the gardens of the Wharton estate and enjoy the music and the country and the beautiful views. So that is, I guess, just a thumbnail, a beginning of what is available, what you can enjoy. Obviously, tastes differ, so depending on the type of music you like, the type of theater you like, the type of accommodations you like, it's all there. I encourage you to visit if you've never done it, and enjoy the beautiful Berkshires and enjoy this summer.